Hi everyone, and thanks for joining us for this special video. We're here at the Beacon of Light with the new Evolution goalkeeper coaching ambassador, the goalkeeping guru himself, Mr. Eric Steele. How are you doing, Eric?
Very well, I'm ready. Hit me with them quick fire questions.
Butland or Pickford?
Pickford.
Home game or away game?
Not bothered.
United or City?
Don't be silly. United.
VAR or no VAR?
No VAR.
Playing or coaching?
Both.
Sir Alex or Pep Guardiola?
Sir Alex.
Thanks for that, Eric. Now into the main questions. What is the highlight of your career so far and why?
Well, I'm going to split that down the middle because I've got a coaching highlights as well as obviously playing. My playing highlight would have to be I hold the record still at Peterborough for 148 consecutive games, which was the best thing I did when I left Newcastle in terms of really start my career. It was the bedrock of my playing career. And then I had the proud privilege of playing for my country, England schoolboy. And then even better, I won promotion with Brighton at St James's Park, my home club, my hometown, winning 3-1 to get promoted to the Premier League as it was then. So many, many highlights in terms of playing. The next best thing if you can't play is to coach. So I've enjoyed, people will obviously know where I've been in terms of the clubs I've worked at, but I've enjoyed seeing young boys, young kids promote themselves, work hard, make a living from the game. I've had many highlights, promotions again, winning Premier Leagues. You'd have to say the 5 years I had with a great man, Sir Alex, would be a massive, massive highlight. Just to be part of something as big as it was, Manchester United for them 5 years, winning 10, 9 trophies, whatever. It was just a special place, special club, working with special people, and of course very special players and goalkeepers. So that would be really one of the coaching highlights, but I would never underestimate the fact that I've been coaching from an early age, and I've always said coaching helps you as a player. So I've always said to goalkeepers, if you want to get into coaching, get into coaching early. It will help and develop your game.
What did you find most difficult about the transition from playing to coaching?
Well, I split that because when I finished playing when I was 34, I actually then went into the pub trade. I'd done business management, so actually I had a gap. You know, most people have a gap year when they're 18, 19. I had a gap year at 34. I bought a business, pub restaurant, and was doing something like 400 or 500 covers a week. Well, that was totally different, and it was the best thing I did because boy, oh boy, was that a reality check after being in football from when I was 18. But it gave me a great perspective of running a business. I took a lot of what I've learned in football into business and vice versa. And within 18 months, I had made the transition into part-time coaching. Wolverhampton Wanderers was my first club part-time, then it was Derby County, then it was Leeds United. So I never really found the transition that difficult because that gap I had where I was doing 18-hour days, as my dad said, bless him, you've now entered the real world. He never classed football as being the real world. But it did prepare me when I went back in, that when you go in as a part-time coach and then obviously full-time, you really are committed. It becomes 24/7. And even more so now with all the media speculation, the media coverage that you have. So I didn't really have a problem. I'd love playing. And then the next best thing is your reward is seeing a goalkeeper and your team perform.
What do you miss most about playing the game?
The build-up, winning. I was part, like I said, 6 promotions, so you win, and you get used to winning. Probably the camaraderie. The camaraderie between players is different to what you have within coaching, managerial staff. So I'd have missed that. I missed the actual build-up to games. I really enjoyed that. Going away from home, as a goalkeeper, you're going to Tottenham or you're going to West Ham, and you know what's going to happen at West Ham. The fans will be at you within the first 20 seconds. Tottenham, you'd go and it'd be a great football game when I was at Brighton or Watford. So you miss that. You miss the stadia, the build-up to the games, and ultimately playing and winning and being part of a winning team. And that was what I always felt. I was always a goalkeeper that wanted to be part of a winning team. And I was lucky enough to do that for the majority of my career.
When you recommended De Gea to Sir Alex Ferguson, you obviously realised he had talent. But did you have any idea just how good he would go on to be?
I would have to say that when you're looking at somebody as young, and I'd been looking at him from when he was 17 right through to when we signed him at Manchester United at 20, I would have to say that we're always realising potential. You cannot, obviously I backed my judgment that I think he was going to be something special, and I felt that he was at the time. There wasn't many 18, 19-year-olds. Casillas was like that at 17, 18, playing first-team football. People forget David was playing for Atletico Madrid in the La Liga when he was 18 years of age, playing in the Europa League, which he won when he was 19. So he obviously had unbelievable ability. What we looked at is then, could he transfer the ability and the potential into coming and playing at one of the biggest clubs in the world? And everybody knew it didn't start so well for him, but we never doubted, and we being the main management team, Sir Alex, we never doubted that he was a young goalkeeper that was going to just grow and grow, and potentially, you look where he is now, he's just coming into his peak at 28. So, yeah, at the time, you're never sure on young players, but Manchester United, and in particular Sir Alex, had always been brave and given young players a chance, and that's what he did with De Gea. He gave a young boy a chance to come from Spain to one of the biggest clubs in the world and play in the Premier League.
What is the best bit of advice you have ever been given, both as a coach and a player?
As a player, I was always taught that you had to work hard,